Hey everyone, I'm back. If you hear any weird rumbling, my cat is on my chest purring his little heart out. Yes, we're back to the game if I can actually speak. Gotta get cat head in my mouth. Just got back from the party, it's like midnight here. So I'm very sleepy. But I figured I'd at least do another part for you and finish another chapter. Oh, my cat's so loving and sweet and innocent. Oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, this proves I'm tired, because usually I can do this a little more rapid fire. Although the chess pieces are a little trickier to find. I've actually played chess. I'm pretty good at it. My kitty is being my kitty. I have my cat Pete's on my chest right now. I only need one. Let's see. Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything we have to peek at. Ta-da! Pretty simple puzzle, once you get the hang of it. This one is a pain. But I did it. We're gonna need that pretty soon. Yeah, I'm distracted because I have a cat. This is an interesting puzzle. Okay, go this. See how the numbers are? Well, the symbols. These are actually the way to figure out the numbers. It took me a while to figure this out. Do yourself a favor and cut it in half. The code is 5, 1, 2, 4, 3. And my cat finally left my chest.
The room of Edward, the famous navigator of the family, and the first victim of the curse.
What an interesting distinction he has.
You told us that he was Hugo's brother. Was he living at the manor during the delinquency of his diabolic brother?
No, Edward was a teenager when he left for the Royal Navy. The training of a sailor begins very early.
In other words, lucky freaking bastard.
Speaking of Hugo, what do you know about him?
That he was an asshole?
Just what I was told. He was a base and diabolical being. He terrorized the family. He did not care for Oliver, his younger brother. I shouldn't be surprised if Hugo were responsible for Oliver's disappearance. In spite of his detestable character, Hugo found a delightful woman. Hugo was madly in love with her, but she couldn't return his love.
In other words, stalker.
Their union did not last. Growing jealousy and schizophrenia drove Hugo out of his mind. He killed his wife in so vile a manner. This dreadful murder is said to be the origin of the curse. I don't know any more about it.
The story is actually a little different in the original Baskervilles. I'll get to that in a minute. Just so you know.
Do you think that his wife was some kind of witch? Could she have cursed your family before dying?
No, Hugo was the only Baskerville said to practice the dark arts. Nobody else.
Interesting. It is possible that the locket belonged to Hugo. For now, let us search this place. Perhaps we shall find clues to help us in our inquiry.
In the original story, the curse actually started with, well, it did start with Hugo falling in love with a woman. That part definitely did happen, only it was a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little less benign. He kidnapped her and had a huge ass party with her to be essentially raped. And she ran off. Hugo decided that this was bad because he was an asshole. So he said, if I can't have this woman, may the devil take her. Essentially, he didn't want the woman to be happy. Yeah, once I figured that puzzle out, it was kind of simple and silly. So, he pretty much cursed her and to the devil. The devil, being, you know, who he is, he pretty much said, okay, you can have your wish. And he sent this giant hound after the girl, and the hound killed the girl. It wasn't Hugo that killed her. Problem is, the hound then killed Hugo. This was the supposed start of the curse. Yeah. One of those this was a bad idea situations, I'm sure.
Again, fresh traces of a prodigious, violent struggle.
The poor man should have stayed at sea. He was safer there.
Ironically enough. The net is kind of a unique situation. This one we're going to be jumping between two rooms, but I think we're getting the sailor's part first. So we'll have to go back for now and actually open Elizabeth's door.
What can you tell us about Elizabeth, Henry?
She was my cousin, the daughter of Charles, and a great painter. There's nothing worse than to survive your own children, and that's what happened to my poor uncle. Elizabeth was attacked by the beast 15 years before her father.
I'm not really sure the original Charles had a child, now that I think about it.
It is tragic.
It was from this time that Charles began to write to me. He was so sad. I think he felt guilty for failing to protect his daughter.
Okay. We're going to do a few things. Yeah, I think this is one of the few times we end up in two different places at once. That's going to be useful in a minute.
If the logic that we've seen so far continues, we should soon find another jewel of the medallion.
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Watson, but this locket worries me more and more. I'm not persuaded that it's good for us.
What do you mean, Holmes?
Yes, that is an excellent question, because it has not tried to zap you yet.
Obviously, this item didn't belong to any of the victims of the curse, which means that it is possible that it could have been Hugo's. And I don't like that hypothesis.
However, this medallion is an essential element of our progress. It guided us here.
Guided or manipulated? I really can't decide.
Not yet. Yeah, there's a few things we're gonna do. Basically get one of the crystal eyes and for this place and all that, and then we'll get the last jewel. I mean, then we'll do the coat of arms. Yes, I know that. The, essentially, actually I'm not sure if this has been... We might, like, hold off and do, like, a few more of the puzzles and get, like, more of the stuff, and then go down and do the coat of arms, because until we really get stuck, we don't need the next power, and I don't think this chapter really took that long. We may end up doing, like, 2 coat of arms in one shot, because this is, like, a very strange chapter. It's, like, very quick to get one of the coat of arms, and at some point the hardest puzzle in the game will appear. In fact, I have the solution to it next to me, along with a couple of other solutions. This one's one of the more tedious ones to this. You gotta scrub the picture down. La 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 la. Da 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 We gotta be a bunch of idiots, and do this. I don't know why this even works. I would think that, you know, doing this... And this is why it's a pain in the ass, because sometimes it won't make the I wash this sound perfect. Okay. To find the differences is a little easier. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm really good at that. There are 3 items missing. We'll get those in a bit. Let's see. So let's go back. Let's see. Quite a few things to do. But this is where we want to be. Oh, apparently this puzzle changes every time. That's kind of neat. I played this before, the puzzle was a little different. I like these puzzles, though. I can actually do them is, like, the key thing. Ta-da! You can tell I'm kind of like trying to extend this a little bit before we get it, because it's... I don't think it's really been even like past 10 minutes yet. I don't know what a cockade is. Never mind. Apparently that's a cockade. Yeah, I'm tired. My friend's birthday party was long. It was fun. I'm just tired. By star, they meant a sea star, basically. Starfishy! Starfish. Well, they're not really fish, so I wonder who started calling them starfish, and why did that stick? I guess anything in the water ends up being called a fish. They must just redefine it. But like a new term for fish, like pesca or something. So it technically means fish. Yep, location is complete. We never have to come back here. Might as well finish that.
Obviously, someone went through a great deal of effort to hide this plan.
What can this schematic possibly represent? It is incomplete.
Dear Watson, I think that it depicts the method to invoke the beast.
Oh, great!
Amazing. A Baskerville discovered the means to call this monster. Since we have the completed medallion, we have nothing left to do but to reconstruct this plan, invoke the animal, and kill it to put an end to the curse.
We don't have the completed...
Nothing could be easier. Indeed.
I'm doing this a little out of order, apparently, but I love Watts there, like, yeah, nothing could be easier. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of artificially extending the, actually... I'm like artificially extending this because if I don't, it's gonna be like a 5-minute episode. That's gonna suck. I'm not really sure how long we've been doing this for. Okay, so yeah, we can go get the next power and come back to this then. So to the portrait hall.
Catch without approaching.
It's a fishing line.
You don't think it means telekinesis?
Okay, it could be that. That would be fucking awesome. Icon has telekinesis, please?
Why not? It would not be the strangest thing that we've seen in this manner.
He's got a point there.
I fear the next step of our inquiry. Now that the locket is whole, we are going to have to find the beast, aren't we?
No, really?
I'm afraid so, my friend.
Now we can catch without approaching. So I will see you next time while we start mucking around with catching without approaching, aka telekinesis. Bye!